The government passed a bill in 2013 that made it harder for anyone who wanted a prosthetic under Medicare to get one.
Basically, the government is running out of money. I mean, the Medicare, the funding is drying up. So that's affecting everything across the board. But prosthetics and orthotics have been especially hit because we're such a small number that they can get away with a lot more with less complaint, kind of less backlash.
This is Travis Deem. He's a certified prosthetist at Omni Prosthetics, a family-owned business in Urbana. He says they did this by adding a second level of security. Anyone who wanted to get a prosthetic now needed to be certified by a local doctor and physical therapist instead of their prosthetist. This was called the Dear Physician's Letter.
They pushed that burden onto the physicians and therapists basically to agree with what we said, while there's documents stating that the prosthetist notes cannot be considered in the patient's coverage, which we are the experts. We have gone to school to do that.
According to many patients, doctors and therapists struggle with the paperwork required because they are just not familiar with the intricacies that go into an individual prosthesis.
Because he deals with the amputations every day, and every amputee is different in their limitations and what they can do.
That's John Klee. He fell off a ladder, shattered his ankle, underwent 6 surgeries, and then had to get an amputation. He struggled with the process and also knows others who've had a harder time than him.
A friend of mine who is the exact same amputee as me was denied 3 times before they granted hers. Don't know why. The exact same amputation I have. And it took her 3 times. The only difference is that she lives in Florida and I live in Illinois.
The government recently tried to pass a legislation that would have set back the prosthetics industry more than 30 years into the past, all for cost-saving measures. This legislation was brought down with over 100,000 signatures accumulated within a week. Abraham Koshi for Off the Shelf and Online.